I'm sick. Babies are sick. I'm sick. Biddy 1 started this because he was the first. No, Biddy 2. Biddy 2 was the first one to show symptoms, and he got the rest of us sick. I'm convinced. But yeah, we've all had colds for the last 4 or 5 days. I'm going to bed pretty soon because they've been down for a little while. In this video, I wanted to go over a couple of things and tell you videos that I'm going to have coming. I'm going to try really hard to do them tomorrow. And one of them is how to wear both babies at the same time. And the other one is more about the feeding schedule and sleeping schedule for the biddies, and then how the elimination communication is going. So it'll be more about the biddies, and then the wrap one specifically, and then this one I was talking about my hair. So as you can see, I've got the Nubian twists back in again, and I did these myself, which is really obvious, especially when it starts to grow out, because it looks really bad when I do it myself and it starts to grow out. People ask me, I complain bitterly about having helmet hair and too much tugging at the hairline and all sorts of stuff that goes on when you have your hair professionally braided. But when I do it myself, I get like 3 weeks, maybe a month before it starts looking like this. And my hair will never look like this when I have it professionally braided. And it'll just grow out. It doesn't frizz up. I'm not a pro, and that's obvious. So it doesn't wear as well, I guess is what I'm saying. So I'm going to show you what is going on with my hair at the moment. And that is, I'm in the process of taking the Nubian twist out. So, yeah. I've had them in for a month. And they're toasted. So what I started doing was, this is just my hair in the back. Sorry about the mouth breathing and the snotting. I can't do anything about that. I just held my hair using the tension method and the blow dryer, got it nice and straight, and then twisted it and then sprayed it with my new favorite concoction. Okay, so I trimmed my hair because the ends were all, and I cut them off, and it was a lot better. I'm going to go with 70% better, but I was still kind of like, it's a little rougher at the ends, and I didn't want to cut any more. I mean, like mid shaft was the smoothest part, and then it kind of got more and more coarse as it got toward the end of my hair. And I was like, that doesn't seem right. I know it's not damaged all the way up that high. It just, I don't know, maybe that's just the way my hair is. Nope, that wasn't just the way my hair is. What was going on was, I guess it was a porosity problem, or I guess a pH problem is more accurate. So what I started to do was to put in a spray bottle conditioner, one that makes my hair a little shiny and soft, water, and vinegar. Not my expensive Bragg's with the mother, but plain old cheap, buy it by the gallon, generic white vinegar. So I add a little bit of that, probably get the pH of the entire solution to about 4. Maybe it was 4.5. And every other night, I would spray my braids with those. Now, that is not uncommon for me when I first put them in, because the braids are kind of alkaline. So I spray them to kind of balance out the pH when I first put them in. But I don't usually do that the entire time I have them in. Well, I did that the entire time I had them in this time. And oh my goodness, my ends are so soft. And the whole shaft of my hair is super smooth. And you can see the sheen on that. Can you see that? Can you see that? Yeah, it's just very smooth and it's very shiny, and I'll have to, next time I make it, I'll pay attention to the proportions, but really it's just get your pH strips out and make sure your solution's not below 4, somewhere between 4 and 5. And I think you'll get these kind of same results. It's, you know, make sure you have one of the conditioners that makes your hair shiny and not one that makes it dull, because I have conditioners that work extremely well, but they leave kind of a dull film over my hair. I'm not using one of those. This one works pretty well for softening, but it makes the hair shiny by itself. It leaves the hair shiny, or without a film, I should say. I don't think it makes the hair shiny. It just rinses cleanly, and it doesn't leave a big residue. Sorry, that's escaping. So yeah, So I'm just working towards getting all of these out, and I'm just going to wear my hair in, these twists with just my hair for the next couple of weeks as soon as I get the rest of it done. And every night I take a section just like that. Get the front out of the way. Do I have any more? Yeah, I do. Get the back out of the way. And then I start taking the next section down. What else? Oh, a quick update about Master Cleanse. So I did the Master Cleanser, and my skin is still, you can see that, right? My skin is still being freaky, even though, probably because I've been eating stuff that's not raw. Although my goal at the moment is to have one cooked meal a day, which is what I've been doing. And apparently I'm choosing that to be the biggest meal of the day, so it's kind of offsetting my whole one meal a day if it's more than half of my caloric intake. Yeah. So I need to change that, but my skin is still being a little bit freaky, although it's much better than it was. And I lost 17 pounds and I gained back 5 of those. And that was, I broke fast. I think that was over a month ago. Was that a month ago? I think it was a month ago. So I'm feeling, yeah, it was definitely a month ago. So I'm feeling pretty good, like I've managed to keep enough off, and I'm going to wait about 3 months and I'm going to do it again. So that ought to help get me back right. I just cannot believe how super smooth my hair feels. I wish you could feel this. It's like glass smooth all the way down to the end, like all the way to the tip. There's no roughness whatsoever. And it wasn't excessively rough, especially after I trimmed, but it was just enough that I noticed. Like starting about right here. From here down, you could feel the difference from here, and then this part felt different. And now they feel, there's no difference in this whatsoever, all the way down. Awesome solution. So where was I? Oh, Master Cleanser and raw foods. So I've been doing okay with them. But for some reason, my appetite has fallen way down in the last day or so, where I just don't want to be bothered. Oh, probably because I'm sick. Because food just doesn't taste the same when you can't smell it. So I have broth that I've been eating a lot of, and I made the mistake of putting some rice in the broth and cooking it. And yeah, it thickened up and made some kind of porridge type situation. So I'll be making some more vegetable broth. I also want to do a video on the baby food situation. Since I make all the biddies food here at the house, I just wanted to show other mommies how totally simple that is. So I will post a video of how I do the baby food thing, just because I think if mommies realized how simple this was and how they could kind of use some of the foods that they're eating as a base, then they wouldn't buy those little jars and put them all over the cabinet and throw them away and buy more little jars for $1.79 a piece. What? What am I paying for? There's not even a whole apple in there. You can buy a bag of apples for $2. Even the organic ones are only like 3 something. But the jars, I'm paying for the glass. I'm paying for the glass and the little lid that makes the poppy sound when you open it, and the label, because it's got bright purple. Maybe bright purple ink is really expensive. Okay, I need to go to bed because I'm clearly babbling. So I'm going to get some rest. Videos coming, baby food, Catan, more on the sleep training, feeding schedule, and that's it for now. Bye.